Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much, and remember,
it's all well within the party?
Well, I don't think so, to be sincere. I have to be honest with you. Are you talking about the national chairman or the state chairman of the party?
This is national.
This is national.
Is there something going on with the state as well?
Well, I mean, you could never tell. You could never tell, you know. And that is why when I talk about concerned Lagosians, we are focused on Lagos. And what we see now, our candidates now, everything is campaigning on is Lagos. As if in the last 100 years, Lagos has seen nothing like him. But we, as Lagosians, whether indigenous or not indigenous of Lagos, we as Lagosians, we need to set the record straight. I'm almost 60 years old, grew up on the island. I don't remember a road on the island that was not tarred. I want anybody to challenge me to that. I don't remember a road on Lagos Island that was not tarred. You see Tokumbo, you see Bangboshe, you see Olushi, you see Glover, you see Bosh. They'll tell me. You see Tinubu, tell me the road in Lagos. But the point is that the politics they are playing now gives us a lot of concern.
What is the politics they're playing now?
The politics that Lagos was developed by Tinubu, who happens to be the candidate of my party. That is unacceptable.
Do you deny that he's the father of modern Lagos, as some members of your party
I'm not denying it. It is not so.
Presenting him.
It is not so. I believe you've been in Lagos for at least more than 25 years, meaning from 1999. Lagos has always been. If you call New York, you call Paris, you call London, you call Lagos. Lagos has been there. The school he went to in Lagos, did he build it? Where he was born, did he build the hospital? So let us be clear about politics here. It's our own heritage. It's our own heritage. That's how our pedigree comes from there. So let nobody ride a road shot on our back about who developed Lagos.
So what is going on here? I mean, people thought that every APC member in Lagos are on the same page on this campaign, but it appears not.
You see, on the same page for the candidate as it is now. But if we start bringing lies, as that misrepresentation, Jakande was in government for 4 years and 2 or 3 months. The records are there. You know what he did? Shagari was the same time. There's a Shagari estate in Kwaja. Jakande built his own. The federal government built his own through those who moved there. They don't call it Jakande estate.
So what's the issue that concerned Lagosians are having now? Is it that these things didn't happen, or the claims that what exactly is the objective? Just a second. What exactly is the objective of this comments that you are making? Is it to discredit the candidate or to discredit the campaign? No. Exactly. I just want to understand.
Very good question. We are not discrediting the candidate or the campaign. What we are trying to do is to put the record straight out there. Do you understand me? BOLA Tinubu Asiwaju was governor 1999 to 2007. It's clear, right? Am I correct, Mr.
Officially,
am I correct?
Clear to
that is it. BRF was 2007 to 15. Ambode was 15 to 2019. So let us don't convince our children, for the sake of history, to misrepresent. What was done in that time, in that frame of time, in 8 years? Bola Johnson did 9 years as a military governor. Jakande did 4 years. Then we have the administrator within those places. So if you now come out and tell me now that is it last suit that he built, is it Unilag that he built, is it Yanasu that they built, is it Asu that they built?
Okay, well, this is literally just laying the foundation. Let's go to Abuja. What do you think? Okay, let's just go to Abuja. I believe that Mawe has another guest waiting.
Thank you, gentlemen. We have with us Mr. Wole Badmus, who is the Executive Director of Southwest Grand Alliance for Tinubu Shetima 2023. He joins us here in Abuja studios. Well, you have heard Mr. Tunde Bank Anthony right there in Lagos. He is an APC chieftain, and he certainly should know what he's speaking about. He's speaking from Lagos, where he is saying he is concerned. I'm wondering, how are you looking at this? Are members of your party introducing lies into the campaign?
Thank you, Mope. Well, first and foremost, I want to say with all sense of humility that and sense of modesty that the assertion made by the last speaker, most of them, are grossly flawed on the premise that nobody is claiming that Tinubu is the founder of Lagos. Nobody is saying that Tinubu is the person that discovered Lagos. What we are saying is that Tinubu became governor at a time Lagos was at the brink of collapse. He became governor at a time that the infrastructural decay in Lagos was unprecedented. I will want my friend in Lagos, my brother in Lagos, not to be too economical with the truth by telling us the infrastructural state of Lagos as at 1999, when Tinubu, was elected as when BOLA AMED TINUBU was elected as the governor of Lagos State, and to even show the extent of the decay in Lagos, the chaotic situation. It warranted the federal government of Nigeria, seeing the chaotic situation that Lagos was in. They moved the federal capital away from Lagos to Abuja, which is to tell you that Lagos was already congested. Lagos was at the brink of collapse. I want to tell him that he is saying he's from Lagos Island. Of course, I'm not doubting that. But can he pass through Idumota, with ease, the way he's doing now? Can he pass through Oshodi, the way he's doing now? Can he, can he transcend, can he, navigate Lagos freely and easily, the way it is now? We are not saying that Tinubu brought Lagos. What we are saying is that Tinubu transformed Lagos, and people must face that reality. We are talking of facts, not mundane or, being placed on pedestal, sentimental issues. This is beyond politics. The facts are there. IGR of 600 million naira per month increased to as much as $15 billion per month during Tinubu's era. And when you are talking of Ambode, Fashola, Sanwo-Olu, all these are products of Tinubu's school of thought. As at 1999, Tinubu has a 25-year development plan, both in the short term, medium term, and long term, which all successive governors of Lagos State are working on. Do you know that the blue light train and the red light train that people are talking about now, they are in the blueprints that Tinubu made as at 1999?
Some people will say that that might not exactly be correct, because we understand that Governor Jakonde had tried to do that in his own time, and it was this current president who cancelled it when he was military administrator.
Yes, the military administration of that time that took over cancelled it, but it was not as elaborate as the red line being introduced by Governor in the blueprint now that Governor Sanwo-Olu is starting, which is taking off from the Ishaga hand now to link up Marina. The blue light rain is from Marina to Badagry. So you can see that the whole of Lagos is now connected through rail, which will go a long way in easing the transport congestion.
When you talk about modern Lagos, some people would, they would be finding it very difficult to understand where precisely you're talking about. Yes, maybe VI, Lekki. But if you were to go from, say, Mile 2 down towards Okoko or Jo, all of those areas, there is nothing modern about those places.
Well, maybe you are not in Lagos. Maybe the people are talking that Lagos is not modern. They are not, using the experience of pre-1999. That is the yardstick. We are talking of course, Calabar has been the federal capital of Nigeria before. Lokoja has been the federal capital of Nigeria before. And the Lagos we are talking about, that is federal capital, is only Lagos as a unit. That is Old Lagos Island and Old Lagos Mainland, comprising of Apapa, Victoria Island, Apapa, Lagos Mainland, Surulere, and Etiosa. Part of Etiosa, not even all. The other part were part of Western region. It was the administration of Donny Mobolaji Johnson that all these places were merged to Lagos. If you look at all those Okoko, Masa, they are inhabitable before. We have to be sincere with ourselves. They are inhabitable before. It takes somebody, they are described as slum. You know, all the little here and there development you are seeing, they are manifestation of Ashwaju's commitment to long-term development of Lagos, which is even sustainable by successful governors.
Don't you rubbish whatever it is. I mean, so indeed when democracy started in 1999, yes, there must have been, you know, some work going on, I mean, with the democratic government that was introduced. But then, don't you rubbish all of the achievements of his predecessors, or of his predecessors and his successors when you say, yes, oh, Tinubu developed, or he is the father of modern Lagos?
Don't get it twisted. Is that give credit to whom it is due. That is not to take away the glory or what the achievement of what other governors have done. What we are saying is that you cannot take away, you can, because for political reason, you cannot take away or change Tinubu's political currency in Lagos development. Of course, Jakonde introduced free education, Jakonde school, estates, housing estate, and everything. But we are saying that Tinubu equally turned natural disaster into wealth with the Eco-Atlantic city, which was a surge. You know, prior to his government, it was a surge. It was a climatic chaos. Annually, my brother in Lagos should attest to that. He's staying in Lagos. You cannot pass through that Babish road. Mm. It's terrible. Let us turn into wealth.
Let us see how he responds to that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Badmus. And most of your claims are very mundane when it comes to Lagos. I mean, to be very clear with you, you are speaking about Lagos that Lagos was in chaos. Lagos pre-1999, I don't know what you're talking about. In 1998, you came back to Lagos. BOLA AMED came to Lagos in 1998, right? The road he was living on Sunday Adigun was a third road. The schools were there. Clearly, Mariwa, a military governor that he succeeded, did some good jobs in Lagos. You are talking about IGR. Where's the IGR? Please, I don't want us to take this thing, I'm happy to happy, but what I'm telling you is very clear. Don't misrepresent Lagos, right? That Lagos was in chaos. That was why that was people like you made this guy came to Lagos, Shetima, saying that when BOLA AMED came to Lagos as governor, Lagos had only one ambulance. What a joke of a comment. Lagos had one ambulance. The IGR of Lagos, as you guys claimed, is how many billion? Where is it? Is it the schools we see? Is it the hospital we see? Where are the housing estate? We are talking about metro line. This metro line we are talking about now, I'm glad my point took you back to Jakonde. And it has been going on for long. And every government, if you had 8 years to be in power, you must be able to leave your print in that 8 years. 8 years is enough. We saw what Jakonde did in 4 years. Mobalaji Johnson was a military governor. We saw what he did in 9 years. There was a school in every region of Lagos. Government College Lagos, Ikorodu, Ekpe, Badagry. We saw it. So if you want to campaign for BOLA Tinubu only based on Lagos achievement, you have to be very objective and be factual about it, right? And be factual about it. It's not about you trying to make other governors look less, that he had a 25-year plan. 25 years will end next year now, right? 25 years will be over by next year. So what are we talking about? Will Lagos be over by next year? If you look back at Lagos, you look at the missionaries in Lagos, the Anglican, the Methodists, the Ansarudin, the Ahmadiyya, who had schools on ground? Who had schools on ground? Who had the basic things for the poor people on ground?
So when you say other governors, does this concern former Governor Ambode?
Of course, yes.
How?
I read something not too long ago that the chairman of party in Lagos, Balogun, said Ambode did not follow the blueprint of Lagos. And I'm asking, what is the blueprint of Lagos? I've said that, I asked this question a few years ago. It should be online. right? You should be online for people to see. His blueprint on Lagos, what BRF did, clearly, Lagos homes, the blue line, right? The housing estates, the coaches, all these things, Ambode came in and followed up on them and completed them. I can even tell you, the Okota Abuwo Road, and Ike House, the one in Ikeja, that's my great-grandmother, the Gondo House, the Obele, the Surulere housing estate, even in the Blue Rail, Ambode paid 22 billion was paid by Ambode's government.
So why was he removed then? Why did they let him continue?
No, you were here when the primary was held in Lagos. Clement Ebri was in Lagos. He said it loud and clear that there was no primaries, but he later turned around and said, okay, well, let's accept it. And Ambode was a loyal, faithful party man, and he stood by it. He accepted it. And he's never made a comment since that day. But people are insinuating so many things about, you remember very well the way they attacked BRF as well, when they left of it. It is their trading mark. But the point is that the people that succeeded Asiwaju, BRF succeeded him, his 8 years was more visible than Bola Tinubu's 8 years. Right?
Mr. Bank-Anthony,
yes.
It's a bit confusing. You are an APC chieftain.
Oh, I am, yes. And I'm a negotiator first.
Your point is clear.
Yes.
But what message are you now passing across to APC members?
Thank you very much.
Are you saying that you're not in support of the Tinubu-Shettima candidacy in the 2023 presidential election?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying to my fellow APC members is that if all you want to campaign about Asiwaju for president is Lagos, be factual about it. You understand me?
If you would, you've said that quite a few times.
Of course, that is the bottom line.
Now, laying the facts.
Yes.
Clearly, one of the things that anyone would want to campaign for your candidate about would probably be, okay, he was governor, so he understands governance.
That's right.
So if you would use that to campaign, what are the things you would be saying?
He was a governor for 8 years. He did his bit in Lagos, but he's not the pine finder of Lagos. He has been a corporate world. Right, that's why I think he built his successor. But you cannot claim glory for what they did. You cannot claim glory for what they did. It's not possible.
How about the 25-year plan that Malkwe asked, the other time?
I mean, 25-year plan.
Because I've read an interview that even the vice president was in the cabinet of the Tinubu government at the time, and he also said he was part of the people who came up with that plan under that government.
Does that plan include Oshodi? Does that plan include Ayinke House? Does that plan include Lagos homes? You see, the point is that we have to be clear. These plans, let them lay it out. It should be, I've left to negotiate to see maybe online or whatever. So let us know by next year, 25 years will be over. So what is the next thing? Like when PDP said they ruled for 60 years.
You were debunking the story that former Governor Ambode did not follow the blueprint.
Yes.
Is that part of the bone of contention here? Are you pro Ambode? Because stories out there that the candidate has not forgiven Ambode for whatever it is that led to their fallout.
Which candidate?
Former governor, no, the candidate of your party, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
He has not forgiven Ambode.
Yes. So is Ambode part of the bone of contention here that has, thrown up the position of the concerned Lagosians?
No, you see, the point is that I'm even surprised that you said Tinubu has not forgiven Ambode. It should be the other way around. It should be the other way around. That Ambode has not forgiven Tinubu. So saying that Tinubu has not forgiven Ambode, on what basis is that? You see, on poor performance? On what? You see that he did not do well as a governor of Lagos State, or when he was even an accountant of Lagos State, that Tinubu so much sang his praises as what he did during the fracas with OPJ. So for me, it should be more or less that a performing governor was yanked off for no reason, for personal reasons.
So are you speaking for former Governor Ambode?
No. I'm just answering your question. That I don't know where that is coming from. That, but Tinubu has not forgiven Ambode. For what? If you can tell me, maybe you want to enlighten me. Since Ambode left office, he has not said a word against Bola Tinubu. All he has said is that, you know something, please go and register and get your PVC. That was all he has said. All those things in social media, There was nobody could tell you that. Somebody sat down with me and said this to me. Let's get that clear. He's still an APC member. He's still loyal to APC.
He's not leaving the party.
He's not leaving the party. As I speak to you today, I will tell you he's still an APC member.
Is he going to support the candidate?
Well, you see,
is that the one sponsoring the factional APC group in Lagos?
Excuse me. This has been for a factional. He was factional. I'm not a factional member of APC. I'm talking for the concerned Lagosians.
Yeah, so wait, is he going to support the presidential candidate of the APC? Former Governor Ambode?
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. But the point is that...
But that's not a categorical answer. You're not sure.
About what?
You say, I don't see why not.
As I sit down here now, if I tell you I'm going to vote for you, I will change my mind tomorrow. Period.
All right. Well, Mr. Badmus, well, he says that, look, he's not against the candidature of both Bola Tinubu and Shettima, but he just wants it to be based on fact. Is there anything wrong with that?
First and foremost, I want to tell you that my big brother that is seated there with you is not being sincere. And I want him to be bold enough and come out in the open and tell the whole world that, well, for certain reason and so reason, I'm not supporting the candidature of Tinubu Shettima for president. You cannot be saying you are supporting the candidature of a person, and at the same time, you are taking away the glory, the score point, the scorecard of that person, you know, in the public. Of course, we know the intra-party politics that is going on here and there, but that is by the way. Let's come to the issues on the table. Number one.
But if they, just before you go into the issues, but what if some of them are truly based on untruths? Because there have been reason for, yes, if they're based on, I'm reluctant to call them lies. Let me use the word exaggeration.
Asiwaju's achievements.
Oh, yes. If they're based on exaggeration, shouldn't those exaggerations be called out? For instance, you just said that Asiwaju increased Lagos's IGR to 15 billion per month. What we see here is that there was a monthly, when he finally left office, the figure of Lagos's IGR rose to 6.9 billion per month. Yeah, so 7 billion. So when you say 15 billion, isn't that being incorrect?
No, that I agreed, and it's pardonable. That's why it's pardonable, because there's a continuum. That is why you have to give it to Asiwaju. There's a continuum in government in Lagos State. Asiwaju left it at 6.9. It was Fashola that left it at, I think, 15 or 17 billion. But that cannot take away, I still repeat, the gains, the unprecedented monumental transformation recorded in Lagos. Nobody is saying that country has not tried, for God's sake. Nobody is saying that, what's his name, Marwa has not tried. Nobody is saying predecessors of Asiwaju Tinubu have not tried. But what we are saying is that whether naysayers like it or not, Asiwaju's historical position in the transformation of Lagos, nobody can erase it. Politics or no politics.
Are you not concerned? I mean, if this is already happening within the ranks of your party, I mean, you know, you have somebody who is bold enough to come out and say, look, nobody should come and pull the wool over our eyes. This is not the founder of Lagos. It's not the father of modern Lagos, as they'd like us to believe. And the person is within your party. It speaks to more that is happening within your party. Aren't you concerned about it?
Well, what you be concerned about is not limited to our party. I want you know, even thank God that it's limited to, you know, all this micro level. Cannot say the same thing of rival party like PDP.
You say micro level?
Yes, it's micro level in Lagos.
Lagos is the base of your candidate.
This is just an individual. This is just what I'm telling you, Mape. This is not an individual. It's not a party functionary. He's not holding any executive position in the party.
Do you know how many people he has the power to influence?
Everybody can claim he has power over movement. I can claim I have 3 million followers. You have to show it on the field. You have to show your electoral value. We are talking of the PDP as Wike with a huge electoral value that is already giving problem. Otom, Sheyi Makinde, that is not the same with our party. Democracy, you disagree to agree. It is bound to happen. I'm quite sure if this my brother is called, maybe certain things are not open to him. If he's called and he's seated down on a round table by the people that matters, maybe he has not been communicated well enough. You can pardon him for that.
Okay, so quickly go to the issues which you wanted to raise.
The point I want to raise is that it is simple logic. it is not rocket science. You cannot give what you don't have. The managerial acumen, the technical know-how of Asiwaju is second to none among all the presidential candidates.
And you think that he still has what he had in 1999?
Of course.
You don't think that age would be telling by now?
Age, like how you just see the way.
I know how old I was in 1999. I knew where I was in 1999, and I know how old I am now.
Has it taken away from your mental capability? No, it has not. No, my sister, let us be sincere with ourselves. This is a person, you will see the way he marshaled the APC primary. You will know that the intellect is still there. He's still able to gather brains, the right brains across the country.
Okay, let's flip this to Lagos quickly.
Well, Marco, thank you very much. I'm not doubting Asiwaju is a resource manager. He's someone that is very resourceful. He has the ability to bring people together to get results. But this guy is missing something clearly there, right? He said it's micro or macro. Did he say micro or macro? But the point I'm telling you is that is not the point I'm talking to you about. I'm talking to you about misrepresentation, right? Misrepresentation. Lagos is making how many billions as IGR? In those years, can you tell me a landmark project that he made in Lagos? I will tell you two things that's why you did in Lagos for me that was very clear. He did LASMA, he did Kai. Give me a landmark project with all these IGR during his tenure. And I'll give you landmark project during BRF and Ambodi on this IGR. You understand me? How much is Lagos State owing now with all the IGR? We are the highest debted city in Nigeria. It's clear, right? We are the richest, but with the highest debt in Nigeria. You understand? If you are coming out to talk about Asiwaju, which I believe I know more about him than you do, let us come to table with facts.
Maybe you want to answer the IGR question.
Please.
Yes. My brother, don't take it too personal. That you know better more than me, you know Asiwaju better more than me, does not mean that you are more committed to Asiwaju's projects more than me. Take that as a fact. The IGR, he is talking that about IGR, all these ideas. I just want to mention two fundamental projects which I want him to contend with. The initiation or the takeoff of Eco-Atlantic projects and the Lekki Free Zone, Lekki Free Zone project, which of course Fashola developed upon. Then apart from that, the infrastructural decay, that is what I'm trying to say. Infrastructural decay in Lagos is unprecedented. Tinubu have already laid the foundation for the Fashola government to improve upon. Fashola laid the foundation for Ambode to improve upon. You have to, this is simple political deduction. Then you are talking of debts. One of the most indebted countries in the world is America. But their economy is still vibrant because you cannot be taking money in its raw form. You have to invest it. The investment is what is most important.
Mr. Badmos, please, my brother.
Investment in Lagos,
my brother,
on Lagos is glaring for everybody.
My brother,
I don't want you to be too economical.
You are yet. You said Lekki. Excuse me.
Let's leave sentiment.
There's no sentiment here, right? You don't know the level of my commitment, but all I'm telling you, you are playing politics with this thing. And let me tell you something, Mr. Badmos, right? I want you to be very clear and objective, clearly. What area of decay are you talking about in Lagos? Is it the schools or the hospital?
Roads.
Or road? Look at which road? Please tell me. Which hospital? Tell me.
Road.
Which road? Tell me. Name the roads for me.
Wait now, wait. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I'm very calm. You are not calm. I'm very calm. I'm very calm. Did you guys mention Ayike?
You don't need to get unnecessarily apprehensive with this.
I'm not.
My brother, tell me the situation of Tell me the situation of lawsuit in 1999.
You don't have any idea.
1999.
You don't have any idea.
Just be sincere with yourself.
You don't have any idea.
Don't tell me I don't have any idea.
Excuse me. See,
tell me the situation of.
The point is that.
Wait.
You said roads.
Now, General Hospital in Lagos.
I don't think we'll be able to achieve much.
You are just claiming you are a negotiator. You don't know much about Lagos. You are just being sentimental.
Excuse me, about what?
One of the best beneficiaries of Asiwaju's political mentorship. You can't be talking like this because of politics.
No.
I know you very well.
I'm talking clearly.
You don't need to
excuse me. You see.
So if you don't know, you don't need to go so low.
You are getting sentiment and you are getting worked up. Right?
Because you don't support actually today.
Excuse me.
There's always a tomorrow after.
All right, Mr. Badmus, just hang on a minute. We need to go at this point in time. All right, gentlemen, we need to wrap up, but it's lots of people just wondering what's going on. But yeah, I guess. But you didn't answer the question. So are you going to support his candidature?
As I sit down, I'm an APC member. I'm an APC member.
Clearly, yeah.
That's right. So, and I have a candidate as of now. If I decide not to support him, that is something within me.
Okay. Have you?
Sorry? I've not decided yet.
That's what I said.
February is still a long time in politics.
Okay.
So,
there you go.
APC
Live
member,
politics.
You're not supporting your candidate who is the candidate of the APC?
I've not made that comment that I won't support APC candidates, but I may not support all APC candidates.
All right.
I may support some of them, I may not support all of them.
All right, we need to go at this point in time. Mr. Tunde Bankantini is an APC chieftain and spokesperson of Concerned Lagos. Thank you very much, Izzy, for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.